Hi, I'm Ajay, co-founder and CTO of Promptly. In this video, let me introduce you to LLMStack, our open source no-code platform for building LLM agents, workflows, and custom GPTs with your own data. For example, using LLMStack, you can build custom GPT-like chatbots that can answer questions from your own documents, AI agents that can browse the internet and generate research reports, and AI, robotic process automations, and many more. You can also call these apps or agents from other platforms like Slack, Discord, Twilio, WhatsApp, and etc. LLM Stack comes with everything one needs to build these AI applications. I'll show you how to install and configure LLM Stack, then quickly build an application, and then give you a tour of the platform. LLM Stack can be installed using Python script. So before you install LLM Stack, make sure you have Python 3.10 repo. Also, make sure you have installed Docker if you are planning to use any of the advanced features like jobs or other AI browser and things like that. So let me go ahead and install LLM Stack using this command. So I already have LLM Stack installed, so it's pretty quick for me. So once you have installed LLM Stack, you can run LLM Stack using the command LLM Stack. So if you're running this for the first time, it will ask you a few questions in order to create the initial configuration. Also, uh, download a Docker image that's needed for running the background jobs. So once the server is up and running, it will take you to the login page. So you can log in into LLM Stack using the credentials that you have provided during initial setup. So once you log in, you'll be taken to the home page where you can see all the apps, app templates, and also the apps that you have created. On the sidebar, you can navigate to various pages in LLM Stack. So let us just go to settings and then I can show you the settings. So on the settings page, you can configure keys for all the platforms that you're using. Here you can also see the promptly token that we have here. So you will use this token in order to use the API and trigger the apps that you have built on the platform or even manage the data programmatically. In LLM Stack, a processor is the basic building block. So all the apps that we talked about, they're all composed of various processors. So essentially, a processor chain will result in an app. So in Playground, you can find all the processors that are available on the platform grouped by their providers. For example, here you can see the OpenAI's ChatGPT model is provided as a processor. And here you can try out various processors and find a configuration that works for your application. Once you have the configuration that you are happy with, you can take that configuration and then bake that into your application that you're building. On the data page, you can import data into the platform. So once you have the data imported, you can use that data as a data source in your applications and then build various applications on top of that. So we now support importing data from various sources like URLs, PDFs. We also support connecting to your own VV8 instance or even single store instance and then use those instances as a data source and then so that you can connect to these things dynamically from your applications and then query them for data. And in the apps, we have all these templates in different categories, and you can use these templates to quickly build applications. So templates will have the chain already built. So you only have to provide certain information that's needed for to change the behavior of the template, and then create an instance for your own. Let me just add a data source, and then we'll use the data source in our application. So let me create a data source called LLMStack from URL. So let's use LLMstack.ai as the source. And I can click this download button to list all the URLs from that page. And I'll only pick the URLs that I'm interested in for now. Okay, so let's, okay. I've selected a few URLs, and we can see we see that LLMstack.ai's content is like ready. Now let's go to our apps page and create an app. So for this demo, I'm going to use this website chatbot template, which can answer users' questions from the data source that's provided. So I'll just click on the template. Let's call it LLMstack GPT. So this is essentially a custom GPT, which can, so this is the template page where I'm asked to fill these details. But then if we look in editor, we can see the chain already built. It's already linked using this variable. And then this is the output template for this application. So let's go ahead and fill the template or the data source that I want to use. Let's just use the newly created data source. Next, okay, let's pick some color and then let's save draft. So you can save an app as a draft while you're making the changes so that your published app doesn't get affected. So I can go to now preview and then say, ask a question like, yeah, we have our answer here. So I can look at the history and then see the question that I've just asked. Similarly, I can look at versions and then see the versions. So the app itself um, can be configured using YAML, which we'll talk in another video, but you can see the raw configuration that's actually behind the app. So now that the app is working fine, let me go ahead and save the app. So let's call it as first version. So once I've saved an app, I can publish it. So let me just go ahead and publish the app. So we can select different visibility levels. I'll just mark it as public for now. Let me publish the app, and then we have a public URL that I can share there. So I can use this URL to share this app elsewhere. So now that we have published the app, we can embed this chatbot in various places. So I can use this code snippet and then embed this chatbot or this application in other web pages. Similarly, I can use the API to call this app. So this is the example code that I can just copy paste and we'll be able to call this app from other applications. So here is the Discord, Slack, and Twilio integration settings. So we can fill these things and create a Discord companion app, and we'll be able to trigger this LLM application from inside your Discord server. And this is the overview of LLM Stack.